Hi, I'm Paul Psolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and IvyMasters.com, and today we're going to look at the 44th question from Digital SAT Test 1 Potato version number 44 Math, which reads, triangles LMN and RST, angles L and R, each have a measure of 60 degrees, LN equals 10, and RT equals 30. Which additional piece of information is sufficient to prove that triangle LMN is similar to triangle RST? So let's begin to draw them. Anytime there's something to draw it. So here we go. Note, my figure's not drawn to scale. We'll make it all L and M and N. And it says we've got a 60-degree angle here, and LN is 10. And I'm going to build a bigger triangle, and I'll tell you in a minute why. This is RST. It says that angle R is 60 degrees, and it says that RT is 30. So RT being 30, LN being 10, you know there's a little something here called scale factor, which is how many times bigger is the bigger triangle than the smaller triangle. How many times smaller is the smaller triangle than the bigger triangle? We could say that it's 1 to 3 or 3 to 1 or 3 times or 1/3, depending on whether you're looking big to small or small to big. So let's look at our options, and what we'll do is we'll label and erase as we go. So MN is 7 and ST is 7. So that's not going to be correct, because if the scale factor is times 3, if you've got a side that's the same, then that's going to be wrong. If one side is 3 times the other, in order for them to be similar, all the sides have to have that scale factor of 3, have to be 3 times. So if this is 7, then that one would have to be 21. So we move on to the next one. MN is 7 and ST is 21. Hey, what do you know? We've got the scale factor there. If you multiply 10 by 3, you get 30. If you multiply 7 by 3, you get 21. But we're missing one side there. And in this triangle, if I've got a side of 10 and a side of 7, that angle could open big or small. So LM, we don't know if it's going to be 1/3 of SR. And the same thing with that 30 and the 21. The side RS is going to be determined by the angle of T, because it could open big or small. So you might have your eye on that one, but let's investigate the other answer choices. I'm going to erase this for now. And we'll look at answer choice C. The measures of M and S are 70 and 60 respectively. So let's see, if M is 70 and S is 60, that's also going to be wrong. Why? Because in a triangles that are similar, they have the same corresponding angle measures. So it would have to be 60, 60, 60, both of them, or they'd both have to be 60, 70, 50. So I'm going to erase this over here, because what our next one says, answer choice D, it's got to be our correct answer, right? It looks like the other ones are wrong. The measure of angle M and T are 70 and 50 respectively. So M I already have labeled as 70. I'm going to label T as 50. Now if you notice, both triangles have a missing angle. So I'm going to figure that out. In order to figure it out, remember every triangle has 180 degrees. So in a small triangle, I could do 60 plus 70. I get 130. And then I do 180 minus 130, and I get 50. So that missing angle is 50. Now look at the triangles. L and N are 60 and 50. R and T are 60 and 50. So this one must be 70. Angle S must be 70. If you didn't see that, then what you could do for the bigger triangle is 60 plus 50, and you get 110. Now you do that 180 minus 110, and you get 70. Boom. Notice all of the corresponding angles have the same measure. They're both 60, 70, 50. 60, 70, 50. If all the corresponding angles have the same measure, then you've proven them to be similar. So In a similar triangle, one more time, all the corresponding angles are equal, and there's something called scale factor. So yeah, if this were 7 and this were 21, it does have that scale factor of 3, but we'd have to prove that this side, LM, if that's x, then this would have to be 3x. And if we had all 3 of the corresponding sides in proportion, then we know it's similar, or we have all 3 of the same angle measure. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has difficulty with knowing what a similar triangle is or proving that something is a similar triangle. Is there any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT? Leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and check out our 1-minute video on TikTok. Have a great day.